Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. I want to talk to you about a project today that's a really great gaming project, or it seems to be so far. The project is called Medicaid. The token is MCADE, M-C-A-D-E, and their gaming project, similar to Gala Games, they're a platform where other games can use their platform for their Web3 game services and NFTs. They launched recently, I think less than a month ago, and they had a pre-sale. They raised like $16.5 million or so in the pre-sale. I got in at the end of the pre-sale at 2 cents in the last stage. The early stages got it in at just under 1 cent, and I wish I could have gotten involved that early with it, but I didn't find out about it in time. But the price that I got it at, I still think is a fantastic price. Right now, the token's valued at a little over 2 cents, I think 2.4 cents currently, but I can easily see in this one getting up to 50 cents or $1 within the next year and a half, 2 years. And I think that with what they're launching, that's very doable. A $1 MK token would put it around a $1.1 billion market cap, and with what they're building, I think that's very doable in the next bull run. Now, obviously, I'm going to be selling on the way up to that amount, and I'll save some for in case it goes higher, because it could easily go, $2 or $3 if they get a $2 or $3 billion market cap. That's not unheard of for some of these larger gaming projects that seem to do really well. The CEO, Russell Bennett, he's very connected, very in tune with the community, and very knowledgeable. And he actually used to be a consultant for Google, and he's taken a lot of what he learned at his job from Google, and he wants to apply it to Medicaid and get the launch done in, I guess, 6 months. It originally was 12 months is what they were going to launch the project in, but he's decided that they can do it in 6. He said that they did a training with Google. They called it what do they call it, sprint? Yeah, they called it the sprint, 6-month sprint. And what he did is he's taken that 6-month sprint program and he's launched it with his team and given them a 6-month deadline to get this platform up and running, and he's pretty confident that they can pull it off. So we'll see what they do. It'll be interesting to see how well they're doing the next 12 months from now. Now, I'm not trying to sell this in 6 months, unless we got an early bull run for some reason. I'm planning on holding it till late 2024 and 2025 and just selling in increments on the way up. At 50 cents, I'll probably start selling a good chunk, and then on my way up to $1 or so, like I said. Now, make sure that when you're investing in these projects, guys, that you don't hold on to your tokens for a certain price. So a lot of people are thinking that MK could hit $4, $5, $10. I think that's a little extreme for just a brand new project like this. I could definitely see it doing that at some point in the future, but maybe not in the first 2 years. So just be realistic. I mean, if you're up over 10x in a token, it's probably time to take some profits out, and at least 10% to get your original investment back, because you just never know when the top is and what can happen and cause a market to crash, and you could lose out on those gains if you're not DCAing on your way out as well as on the way in. So make sure that you're selling in increments of 10 or 20% on the way up so you can grab profits, and don't be shy to, like 5x, 10x, whatever, to pull some money out. And that's a really good investment strategy that pretty much everyone should be doing. I made the mistake in the last bull run of holding on to tokens until they hit what I thought was going to be a projected price, because I listened to all these moon boys, and this token's going to do $500 or $1,000, and really it topped out at $75. So you got to be careful on that, and just don't have too high of expectations, because that'll get you burnt every time. But this project, they did, like I said, I bought 100,000 tokens at the pre-sale at the 2 cent price. So that was really, really good. And they had a staking pool for new investors that did the pre-sale, and they're giving us a 40% return on our investment for a 6-month staking pool, which is really, really awesome. That's like 80% APY, really, if you think about it. So at 6 months, I'll get 40% of those 100,000 tokens. So I'll get 40,000 tokens back from them for free in 6 months when the staking pool is done. And then they're going to do another staking pool right after that. It's probably not going to be near as high of a return, but I'm definitely going to stake my tokens in that, because I want to earn my tokens while I'm waiting to sell them, because I plan on holding this for at least 1.5 years, 2 years. So we'll see how that goes. And the other thing I wanted to touch on is they did launch on Uniswap at first. The launch price was 22 cents, and it dipped down to just under or just above 1 cent, I think, in the Uniswap launch, because some of the early people who bought at less than 1 penny sold some of their tokens to get profits. They had been in it for a few months before the token went live. So I did grab some more tokens at around 1.5 cents, I think 1.5 or something like that. I grabbed an extra 55,000 tokens, and I couldn't stake those because the staking pool filled up so fast right after the token launch that there was no more room for me to stake those 55,000 coins. But I'm glad I did get the 100,000 in, so I can get some good returns on those. So I'll have about 195,000 tokens by the time that first staking pool is done. That's going to be really sweet. And then I think I won like $110 worth of MK tokens from them in Discord too, just doing their Twitter contest. And they've got like 2% of their supply that's set aside for the Twitter contest. And so I'm waiting for the team to get me those tokens that I won. So I think that'll add another 4,000 or 5,000 tokens to my pool. So I'll have right at close to 200,000 tokens right off the bat. So that'll be cool. And then another thing I wanted to talk about with them is their launch. When they did the launch, they did 70% of their tokens were in the pre-sale. So 70% of their tokens right off the bat went into circulation. So that's really good. You don't have to worry about a big dump of tokens. Like some of these projects, you'll have the team where they'll take like 50% of the tokens just for the team and investors, or they'll do 25% or 30% or something ridiculous. I think MK only is like reserving 10% for the team, and that's for like development even. And then they did 12.5% for marketing and some other marketing, and for I think for like staking or something like that. And so the supply is pretty much all going to be in circulation, especially after this first staking pool. So you really don't have to worry about them dumping on you. But that's Medicaid. That's all I wanted to cover today. If you guys have any other tokens that you would like to talk about, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will take a look at them. And if I know about them, I'll do a video on them. And if I don't know about them, I'll definitely look into them and do some research and do a video on them once I have some knowledge about it. And I guess that's pretty much how I want to run this channel. I want to do where the community is getting involved and putting in feedback for me on my videos. Let me know if there's anything I need to improve on, or anything that you think I'm doing well. That'd be great too. And if you got any suggestions for future projects that I should be looking at, I would love to hear those. But that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.